Bargain and Supervision Gaming. My name is Rich. We're going to play a little more Citizen Sleeper. It's the 12th cycle, and we have 5 dice, so that's good. And we have Feng has something for us. Let's go talk to him. As you arrive, Feng comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go sleeper. He puts a hand on the shoulder and turns you back the way you can. Go where? To see Hardin Hurst. He gives you a sideways glance. Is that what you're here for? He steps into the passage, guiding you downrange towards the ship. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. The daily drift, well done by the way, he grins, tells me that Hardin is making a rare inspection of the city of the horizon this cycle. It's a perfect chance to confront him outside that compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn onto a dimly lit sided passage. Still catching up. That's the massive colony ship being built out in the shipyard. Biggest commission Havenage has ever had. Feng slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where somewhere in the black water pipe drips. It's him, sleeper, the same Hardin Hurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mentioned him by name, the entire trail of documents from the first days of Solheim's collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it was first broke off from the Union. Paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here running the station one day and the next Erland Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the Palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the costs higher. People like my parents were forced to keep work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker. The mistakes and the accidents were coming in non-stop. And as new waves of contractors came in, desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while his severed limo station still desperately tried to take all he could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erland, how he fought the faction, brought the faction together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true, but my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself into the MEV and welded to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Feng pauses in the dark. They sealed it up, though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black apart. Feng finally turns back to you, his eyes burning. From shits like Hardin, the shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they exploited every step. Feng said, that's why I can't just let him strut around the shipyard. This time, his past catches up with him. How is he still alive? Clearly, you don't know much about getting executive. The kind of power comes with certain benefits. Feng rejoins the main passageway, which is now a wide glass roof. Through the ceiling, you can see the ships in the mid-construction, their flanks lit by flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. Let's go. Feng grinned. Let's go show the shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the door. Webbed corridors lead through the complex snatches of construction bays, always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletons imposing. Feng seemed to know exactly where he is going, and before long he crossed into a huge dry dock, locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Feng spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across the gantry. At the front, 2 men, one gesturing towards the ship and other stick-thin, clearly dressed with a shock of gray hair. Hardin. You and Feng say his name in unison. Feng sets up the staircases to the gantry with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer. The foreman gesturing to the work being done through the dock, and Hardin nods along. Hardin hurts, Feng shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a ripple echo of his figure. Yes? Hardin asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Feng, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure why a sleeper might be in this place. You're a traitor, so long as you tried to hide here among his victims, Feng's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything I was rebuilt in the shadow, with age and everything Erlen stood for, everything heavy to stand for. You have no place on the station. From stillness descends on the group as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Hardin laughs. Well, good to meet you two. He glances around those surrounding him and smiles. You are from the systems branch, are you? Asks Hardin, inspecting Feng's clothing. Feng turns to him. You need to call your security. This man's a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Feng and Hardin, his hands drumming at his side. Hardin leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. It's true. As you begin speaking, Hardin turns his attention to you. What does Sleeper know about you? Accuse him of being a corporate agent. What are you if not exactly that? Looks around the group who are already eyeing you, saying you are a product of that snark. You have no place in the Hamilton shipyard. Who just knows what signal you are sending back to your makers? A murmur of approval runs through the group. Feng holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right. I am systems. I have records that link you directly to the soul line, right here. Transforming. So once again, I'm asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard. And still, Feng's voice is calm. If such data, why hasn't it sent it to a members' meeting for proper review? Shakes his head. I have nothing to hide. Unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property to him. Tries to turn my own men against me. Your heart is now echoing, sound of boost on the Hawkways coming rolling all at once and then settling behind you. Please, sir, spread the data through the correct channels. Then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. He gestures behind you, security detail, their hands in the boxy black sidearms at their sides. Feng spits hard in your shithead. You can't wiggle out of this one. Security officer draws her weapons, levels it. Feng turns and stares him down. Look at Feng. He shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Feng. He pushes through security, headed back down the walkway. Once security has walked out the shipyard, nudges you back in the corridor. Feng breaks up the pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Feng is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to set a point around the ring. Got him, mutters Feng. What is that? That, Sleeper, is something our worm added to Hardin's personal site. We are tracking his outgoing messages. Feng grins, looks ghostly in the uplight of his screen. The old ways are the best. Spook them good enough and they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate and you see the whole web is being drawn over a map of the rings. Lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Hardin's buddies. The ones he's messaging right now, and we are going to find them all. That was on purpose. Of course, Hardin isn't working alone. We need the full set or nothing. Feng glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split for now, Sleeper. This is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Feng drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. Well, we got an upgrade available for doing Feng's little quest there. So let's see one upgrade point. What we can self-repair. Use scrap components at home in repair condition. Icebreaker agent nodes give you double data rewards, but I don't have enough points for this stuff, right? Yeah, I need 2 to get any of those. This would be like correcting the negative of the endure ones. I don't know if that's... Let's see. Yeah, let's get the Thrill Seeker. That gives us a chance to get energy after doing an engage thing. That seems like a good idea there. Alright. Feng's Bay. Out of office for 4 more turns. We could do a work in the shipyard. You know, I think I want to use one of our 6s all the way up at Lowened to either block maintenance or play Talava. A game for cryo. That might be good to get some money, and this one would make us friends. You know, let's see what the 6th die does here. +2 low and +3 cryo. Only 3 cryo? Well, that doesn't seem like... but it did. Min G Express. Noodle manufacturer. Min G has a kelp stack in the basement and he makes noodles from seaweed. He doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does a shift. So, we could do a shift and get fed. So, that doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Let's see what... I'm going to take the chance, I think, with the 4. Makes me kind of wish I'd put the point in Endure to upgrade the... Oh, +3 energy and 8 cryo. Okay, so we got a full up food and we got a little money. So that wasn't a bad way to spend some points. We still need more money. I don't have any scraps. Could go here and get a chance for that to go badly. How about the shipyard? Can we do the 4? Yes, I think that's what we'll do. Assist the shipbuilder with our 4. 5 cryo and 2 yard. That's not a lot of money. They don't give you a lot of money. Did we get any scrap? Did not. Oh, man. We have to pay him off in a few turns too, so I don't know. It's all taking chances here. Okay, that got us a nice amount of cryo. 19. Now we gotta use our last one somewhere in all this stuff. Don't know what to do with any of it. We gotta use it down here somewhere. These guys use it too. That one does. Alright. Alright. We now have 4 of those Havenage things. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Where to trade them at all. Have enough ship mine parts to help out our friend yet. We do have enough money to get the stabilizer, but if we buy that now, we might not have enough to do any of the other things we need to do. So I think we're just going to end up having to end our day here. You know, we got a lot of stuff done with Feng, and everything else was just trying to make money for our day. So it's back to the container, I guess, and we rest for our cycle. You know, down to energy, and we still got 5 dice, so we're not have to worry about the stabilizer just yet. Anyway, that's it for that cycle. Thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see more Citizen Sleeper, let me know in the comments. If there's other games on Game Pass or PS Premium, games are free to play, games are on sale that you're interested in, you can write that down in the comments as well, and we'll try to get them as soon as possible. I'll see you guys all next time.